Hi kids, we're gonna read Mama and Papa Have a Store. The story and pictures are by Amelia Lau Carling. It's a lovely book full of beautiful colors that tells us about different cultures coming together, so I hope you like it. Okay, here we go. Clip, clop, clop. I hear the milkman and his mule cart. He rings our bell and leaves 2 bottles at the door. Clip, clop, clop. The mule goes down the street. The church bells ring. The roosters crow. My brothers and sisters leave for school. The day begins like this. So, I hope you can see, here are the children waving by. They're going to school. This is their parents' store. So it says Almacén Rodolfo Lau. Almacén means store, and that's in Spanish. And you can see the milkman going away. Mama and Papa have a store, a Chinese store in Guatemala City. They sell buttons, ribbons, thread, and cloth. They sell paper lanterns, plastic balls, firecrackers, and perfume. Needles, white gloves, tablecloths, bottles of soy sauce. There's everything in my parents' store. It smells of flowers and of freshly swept moist sawdust they use for cleaning the tiled floor. Mama knits without looking down and talks with the customers in Spanish. They call her Doña Graciela. But in Chinese, her name means lady who lives in the moon. Papa at his desk adds and subtracts with his abacus. He is Don Rodolfo in Spanish. And in Chinese, his name means fragrant pond. So you can see the picture here. They're showing all of the things that they sell at Don Rodolfo's store. It's named after the father. From the stoop, I watch the street. Buenos dias. Don Klaus sets up pictures of saints along the wall. I look for the one that shows good people led by angels toward heaven and bad people led by devils toward flames of hell. So I don't know if you can see some of the images she's looking at. El ciego, the blind man, sells lottery tickets. I've seen Mama choose her lucky numbers and buy 10 tickets at a time. Once she won the rolling cart that she keeps in the dining room. La Chiclera, the candy woman, arranges neat rows of sweets in a wooden box. When Mama and Papa let me have 5 centavos, I buy enough to fill my pockets. Did you guess that? 5 centavos means 5 cents. The story has some Spanish words in it because it takes place in Guatemala City. Maybe some of you are from Guatemala. So, el ciego meant the blind man, and there was another word, chiclera. Chicle means gum. That's a little fun fact. So the candy lady is called La Chiclera. Santiago and Maria and their daughter Elcita are here today. They've come in a bus from an Indian village far away. I've heard them tell Mama that they, like their parents and grandparents before them, live on the edge of a lake surrounded by 3 volcanoes. Imagine that. They come to buy thread to weave their clothes. Maria leans over the counter and looks at the rows and rows of colored strands arranged like schools of fish in glassy water. So there's the family from the Indian village looking at the thread. And here's a close-up of the thread. It reminds me of the thread my grandmother used. to sew. In imperfect Spanish, she says, parrot green, sky blue, pomegranate red, fire orange, loud magenta, and mango yellow. Those are the colors from the rainforest that we want. She will weave deer, birds, rabbits, and jaguars into new clothes. I know because with my eyes, I've often played games on the patterns woven into the clothing of the Indians who come into the store. So you can see some of the patterns that the narrator is talking about. Stained maroon, iguana green, ocean blue, sunset yellow. Those are the colors from the marshes that we want. She will weave water, thunder, lightning, and flowers into new clothes. Volcano purple, maize yellow, hot pepper red. Those are the colors from the cornfields that we want. She will weave boys with straw hats and girls with baskets on their heads. And you can see that image at the end. Don Chema, the Chinese bean curd seller, brings fresh tofu. Mama buys some and invites him to sit down for a cup of tea poured from a thermos, the kind she sells in the store. Mama, Papa, and Don Chema chat loudly in Chinese, laughing and shouting. They talk about 9 Rivers, their hometown in China. Who stayed, who left, how fresh the fish was, and which dishes they haven't had since they fled more than 15 years ago, and how they lost their homes in a terrible war. They complain how slow the mail is for sending money back. And this is a picture of all of that that's happening. It's time to close for lunch. Nena, Beto, Mando, Chiqui, and Adolfo are back from school. The Indian family leaves to eat and nap at the marketplace a block away. We'll eat right here because we live in the back of the store. Mama's already in the kitchen cleaning fish, slicing hot peppers, mincing meat with 2 cleavers, taka taka chop. Taka taka cham. Beto calls us to feed the goldfish in the pila, a pool of water in the middle of our patio. The fish hide among the plants in the bottom, but dart out of the deep green when the breadcrumbs fall on the water. I'm going to give you a close-up of the pool of fish, and then you can see it in the store. The fire roars in the wood-burning stove. Food sizzles in the wok, and Mama sets dish after dish next to a pile of corn tortillas. Mama, Papa, and Don Chema, who often stays for lunch, talk about uncles, aunts, friends, and cousins from 9 Rivers, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. These are people and places so far away. I know of them only by the old photographs and pictures on the calendars hung around the house, but my brothers and sisters and I don't pay much attention. So here's some of those old photographs that she was talking about. And here's the family eating lunch. This story reminds me of my family because they immigrated from the Dominican Republic to the United States. And a lot of the things that they're talking about are things that my family did, like sending money back home, old pictures from back home. It makes me think about my family. We are eager to finish eating and go up to the roof terrace. La terraza is up on an old rickety staircase near the kitchen. That's where Papa plants roses and Chinese lilies in the leftover wooden crates and has a miniature landscape of a cement mountain with little pagodas and red goldfish that swim around it. This is the famous Yellow Mountain in old China, he says. I imagine climbing the steep cliffs and getting lost among the craggy rocks. But how wonderful to cross the moon bridge and rest beside a pagoda. Okay, and here's a better picture of the mountain that they're playing with. The mountain made out of cement. We climb the roof. It's safe to climb on. With candles, Nena, Beto, Mando, and I rub wax on the tin roof. Then, with cardboard sleds, we glide again and again, laughing and spilling against the wall at the bottom. A gray cloud moves in and sprinkles rain. There's a rainbow. There's a rainbow in the sunny sky. So here you can see the rainbow. You can see the kids sliding down the roof. That must be fun. But Mama calls my brothers and sisters to go back to school. Don Chema has gone home. Mama puts powder and lipstick on her face. Papa puts on a jacket and opens the store again. The Indian family is already waiting at the door. Buenas tardes. People come and go in the long afternoon. Dark, dark clouds sweep in quickly, taking the sun away and letting large raindrops fall hard on the tin roof. Pong, pong, pong. The sound above my head rises, then softens, then rises. Papa flicks on the lights. It's already dark at 3 in the afternoon, he says. The rain pelts the roof. It's so loud, people have to raise their voices to be heard. When my brothers and sisters come home from school, we make paper boats and float them down the street. Then they set up their books on the counter and do their homework. Suddenly, the lights go out. That happens when it rains a lot. Papa gets the gas lamps and pumps them while we hold the flashlights. He hangs the lanterns above the counters, and with our fingers, we make large shadow puppets. I like that they somehow figure out how to have fun no matter what's going on. So at the bottom, you can see the kids making the shadow puppets. Mama goes to the kitchen to make supper by lantern light while Papa minds the store. Suddenly, the lights come back. Santiago and Maria tie their boxes of thread into bundles. He carries one on his back. She and Elcita each carry one on their head. They must hurry to catch the last bus back to their village. It's time to begin closing the store. The rain slows to a drizzle. Santiago, Maria, and Elcita are the last to leave. Buenas noches. Papa covers the display window out in front. Then he closes all the doors and pulls the iron gates shut. So here's the family packing up to go, the last people in the store, and they're getting ready to close the store. Click, clack, clack. Papa counts money on his abacus. On a small black stone, he grinds black ink, and with a Chinese brush, he writes Chinese words in columns from right to left on the soft paper of his accounting book. Mama finishes her knitting. My brothers and sisters are inside getting ready for tomorrow. I sling and dance on the tiled floor. I'm sure Papa and Mama watch out of the corner of their eye. Click, clack, clack. This is how the day ends. And remember that the book started telling us how their day began. So this is all one day. And that's the end. Almacén Rodolfo Lau. That's the name of the store. I hope you liked the story as much as I did. Okay, bye.